not attempt to adjust your dial, but it's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at us. Holla, it's your boy Big Vern hitting you up on New Year's Eve, Tuesday Pro Show. Y'all know how we do. Wait a minute, let me go ahead and back up. Park that car for a second. If you're joining us for the first time, please hit the like and subscribe button. It goes a long way. We appreciate it. Also, check out the prior segments. They're pretty good. At least I think so. So we talked about Geno Smith winning a meaningless game 6 weeks ago. And I'm the only guy who told everybody this when they were in the middle of a 3-game win streak. And now that the Seahawks have missed the playoffs, I want to take my victory lap. Yeah, I did that. I'm petty. Baker Mayfield goes ballistic on the Carolina Panthers. Check that segment out and what we think and why they came up huge. And there was another game. That gave NFL fans a glimpse into the future. Just what was that game? We'll talk about it when we come back from a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern promoting a new rap album this month. Redman, Muddy Waters 2. Get it in stores where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is What's Hot, La 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 with Redman and Method Man, Don't You Miss, Ignorant, A, Hood Star with Kid Capri, Faith Evans, Pop the Trunk, Ghetto Motivation, I love that record, Kush with Snoop Dogg, Goofy, 1 O'Clock, and many more. Redman, Muddy Waters 2, in stores now. The Redman doing his thing, Reggie Nobles, big fan. Make sure you go ahead and make sure they play that at a New Year's party. So when we jump into this was the Sunday night game. The Falcons versus the Commanders. It was Michael Penix Jr. against Jaden Daniels, and it did not disappoint. This was a glimpse into the future of the NFL and the future rivalry. They need, whoever the NFL scheduler is, this game needs to be on the schedule every year because it had everything. The fans, the theatrics, the overtime, the heroics, everything was on display with these two guys. And it was a joy to watch. Yes, it didn't have to be some of the blue bloods in the NFC going at it, and you can watch them to you time and time again. The Dallas Cowboys are blah, blah, blah. This is a new era. These are the new heroes. These are the new villains. This is the new whoever in the NFL makes these schedules out. This game needs to be on the marquee nights because it lived up to the billing. The Falcons, 211 through the air. The Commanders, 196. Commanders on the ground, 216. The Falcons on the ground, 126. 29 first downs, Commanders. 23 first downs, Falcons. Again, you're starting to see where this thing was played, and the guys came up huge. Third down efficiency behind the 8 ball. The Commanders 13 times, converted 6 of them. Perfect on 4th down, going for it. Also, the Falcons perfect on 4th down, going for it. These guys were pulling out all the stops. And it was just one big play after another big play after an interception, and it was battling back. Both quarterbacks had interceptions. They were battling back. Now, I myself thought that Washington had a better offensive line than to allow Jaden Daniels to get sacked that many times. I just was in disbelief about that. I was like, wow. The penalties for the Commanders, 13 penalties for 108 yards. That has to be cleaned up. If you're going to go far in the playoffs, you cannot give somebody 108 yards head start. That's not going to work out. That is not going to work out at all. Give me a quick 20 from a rap album. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern. We promote a new rap album this month. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Missionary. Get it in stores where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is going to be Foreplay. Shangri-La is crazy. That's a crazy record. Out of the Blue. That beat switch tempo, oh man, that's a genius. Hard Knocks, Gorgeous, Last Dance with Mary Jane, that's fire to me. Then there's Sticky Situation, oh my, there are so many cuts on here. If you enjoy real hip hop and music, then Snoop Dogg Missionary does not disappoint. Get it in stores now. Yeah, shout out to Dre and Snoop still doing a thing. It's a great album. Make sure they play that at your New Year's Eve parties. So when we dig into the first quarter of this game, you had Jaden Daniels. He hit Zacchaeus for a 7-yard touchdown that put the Commanders on the board first, because you had Michael Penix Jr. He threw that early interception in the first quarter, but then Michael Penix brings the guys right back downfield, and Bijan Robinson is running like a man possessed. He gets the 1-yard touchdown. This thing is 7-7 into the second quarter. Now, this is where the drama heightens, because the Commanders did absolutely nothing in that second quarter, while Bijan was continuing to put on an epic performance. And he had another 1-yard touchdown run that put this thing up 14-7. Jaden Daniels could not answer, 3 and out. They had to punt. Then you had Riley Patterson. He kicks the 39-yard field goal up between the uprights going into the half. Atlanta is up 17-7. And this is in Washington. The fan base is just as rabid as anything. They deserve a winner. They have great fans. It was great fanfare. Everyone was on the edge of their seat in the third quarter. Then Jaden Daniels hooks up with Zach Ertz. I know people thought that Zach Ertz was done for once he left Philly. No. Zach Ertz is not done for. He's alive and well, and he's playing in Washington, and he's contributing big time. Big time. You're seeing a resurgence in his career. That made this thing 17-14. Still Atlanta up by 3. Penix trying to do everything he could to bring them back and score, but it was not going to happen. Not in the third at all. So then we get to the fourth quarter. Now, I'm talking about Jaden Daniels is on fire. Now, Chris Rodriguez Jr., they hand him the ball off. He gets that 2-yard touchdown run. Now, the Commanders go up 21-17. Penix Jr., he can't answer the call. He leads the guys downfield, 3 and out. They go ahead and they boot this thing away. Jaden Daniels trying to go ahead and increase the margin on Atlanta. He can't. He puts him in field goal position. And just like that, Zane Gonzalez boots a 31-yarder right through the uprights. Now it's the Commanders, 24-17. You think that Michael Penix Jr., who had been having a solid game the entire day, he would just fold? No. This dude played in 2 different systems in college. One in Indiana, and then one also in Washington. He also played for the Collegiate National Champions. He is not, well, he played, they won the runner-up in Washington. He is not going to back down. That is not in his pedigree. He throws a touchdown to Kyle Pitts with 1 minute and 19 seconds left to put this thing up 24-24. We're going to overtime. We are going to overtime. In overtime, Jaden Daniels takes the Commanders deep into the red zone, and he finds Zach Ertz for the touchdown pass, and that thing is over. That's how that game ended. And if I'm in the NFL office and I'm making out the schedule for next year, this has got to be a game on a marquee night. Both of those guys refused to lose, and you saw that Penix, 35 throws, 19 of 35 for 223 and a touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 17 touches, 90 yards, 2 scores. Woo-wee! Then you had Drake London. Drake London was on a mission. 7 grabs, 106 yards. Kyle Pitts, he was out there doing his best impersonation. 4 grabs, 44 yards, 1 score. I mean, if you want to be real about it, he's throwing the ball every which way but loose. And then Bijan even had 2 catches and he had 8 yards on the day. So he threw, he caught, he ran. This dude came up huge. And if you're an Atlanta fan, you got to be saying in the back of your mind, if we let Michael Penix Jr. actually play this year around week 6 or week 7, where would we really be at? Because like I said, for a month and a half, Kirk Cousins never threw a touchdown. And this kid was out there playing when there's pretty much the division is in the swings until they lost. But had you put him under center earlier, where would you be at? Where would you be at? This one's a double one. This one, if you're in the Fulton County area or you're in the DMV, get in the comments and let me know. Is this game blockbuster? I'm Big Vern. I'll be back.